Beat It AT, what up? Beat It AT, what up? Beat It.
What is going on, my brodies? It is Andrew Rapier here of Beat It AT Production and Publishing. For most of you, this is probably maybe your first time seeing my face. Maybe it's not. I don't know if my ugly face is worth being on the YouTube videos, but we'll see. Just got addictive keys on with some chords on the C sharp minor or C flat. I think it's C flat. I'll go ahead and play that for you guys real quick. It's something really basic, but in this video I'm going to be kind of focusing on how you can push your beats to the next level. That is a very subjective way of just, or not subjective, but a very vague way of saying how to make your beat sound a whole lot better. We're going to put in our mixer real quick. Then I'm also going to change our BPM to 150. Then I'm going to go to our packs and grab a 808. And so I get the bass line with it. And yeah, so I don't really have any specific style I'm going for this one. I'm sure when we're done I'll come up with like the artist of who would be on, who I would hear on this beat. So snare, kick, snare, kick. Now what I'm actually going to do is follow our bass notes. So we got our bass note right there. That might be like too low. So we might want to, let's EQ that. Piano. The reason why I'm going to EQ that piano it's just to cut out the low end, so we have more room for that 808. So we'll probably just be best just to stick right there. We might want to pull that one up to the B just to see how that sounds. Now you can see I'm going up to like 8 measures, or it's technically 4 bars, or no, it's technically I think 4 bars. So each one of these would be like a bar. I don't know. I barely know this shit. See, so that one ain't good. There we go, that's a little bit better. I got the piano, but I'm going to probably change this out with Omnisphere, and we're going to change it out with some bells. So using a piano is actually a really good tool as a foundation or starting point for making your beat, because what that does is a very natural instrument. And what I mean by natural, it's you're not getting all of these, like when you're messing with like an Omnisphere, it's having oscillators and sometimes pitch shifters and doublers, or even detuning voices, all of these extra stuff, where the piano's a piano, you know what I mean? So it's like you're not gonna get that extra flair, but what you will get is a really good representation of what that melody's gonna sound like. AT Rhodes, let's just go with that and see how that sounds. Alright, so we got some static going on. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off our EQ, and what I'm gonna do is balance this real quick. So we got our Rhodes. So I'm gonna normalize it. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. So right in here, I'm gonna go and insert another omnisphere. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this. Track that. Pull down that. I'm gonna add a piano on top of that one. We might end up needing to balance a lot of these files just so we avoid latency issues and such. Now, to kind of up this, what I might want to do is change this piano one and add some more energy. And so by energy, if we add more melodies and add faster pace melody, it adds that more tension when things are closer, and it adds that like, I don't know how to really. Most of you guys, if you listen to music, you would understand when the fast pace comes in. You understand when the tension comes in. So we're doing like this build up with the intro. Now in here I'm creating a new piano, and in this new piano I'm gonna add a couple variations which might have more tension than more purpose, or it's gonna have a purpose of adding tension to our track. So in this one, I'm gonna add a flute element in here. Nope. Some of these are pretty light, and I don't want. Okay, cool. We'll deal with that. So, let me go ahead and put that in the mixer track as well. Pull it down a little bit. And at any point, I could actually save these and resample it and do whatever I want with these melodies. But so we're gonna do drums 1. So gonna go into our micro kit folder because I like a lot of hip plays micro kits. Which if you guys want to, go to beatitat.com right now. We are actually having a blowout sale. It's not gonna last long, so if you're watching this video, it may not be there. But if you guys are watching this video right when it drops, go to beatitat.com. But I'm gonna use some of HitPlay's micro kits, which are all available over at beatitat.com. I'm gonna go grab the clap. Actually, no, none of those. I lied. A little bit dirt, like it's kind of like a dirty snare. So I'm adding like a rhythmic bounce with these snares. Let me move this over so you guys can see it all. That's gonna be a loud kick, but we always use this. Alright, so we definitely need some hi-hats because the hi-hats are what's going to add a lot of energy to a track because they're going so fast, like whatever, with all the drills and shit like that. So I like that one. There's like a bounce hi-hat. You guys will see what I mean by that. Yeah, I'm going to go on my kit. There's a specific one I want. So it's nothing too special right now. So when you add a lot of variations and a lot of interesting elements and ear candy to your beat, it's gonna help push it up to another level. I'm not saying what I'm doing right now is per se ear candy, but it's definitely some variations where we're gonna. I'm gonna add these open hats, but I'm gonna do this thing with the envelope. The envelope is just another tool to manipulating how the sound is triggered. So when I click it and I let go, it doesn't allow the sample to keep on going. It just stops it, really abrupt. So if I do this magic sauce to the beat, it's gonna sound kind of dope. You guys will see. So we need definitely more instrumentation in this. The reason why I said that is like we're really bare. If you do a little bit of panning, it also allows to create a little bit more room in the mix. So I'm gonna pull down this reverb. I'll do some out. I'm gonna thicken up these snares a bit. Save it. Now I'm gonna make these unique, because what we're gonna do is come over here. Now, I like to add sometimes claps and other elements while in the second part of the chorus. I know sometimes I make some like more loopy type beats where it's like just kind of like a loop over and over. That's just for the ease of sake and just cranking it out, you know. And the problem with that is if you're just cranking out these beats where they're just loops, it's like you're listening to the same thing over and over. So I like to add a little different elements while as well keeping the culture, like keeping the beat within the culture. I don't want to like step too far out and give something so left where it's not gonna, like if I play it in the studio, no artist is gonna hop on it. Why the fuck would I do that? It's fucking dumb. So I want to make it like what people are listening to, but add my own twist to it. So I never go in the studio and play some shit that they could get from like YouTube or like, I mean, it's easier said than done, I know, but that doesn't really provide a whole lot of insight. But like my whole point is just don't give these rappers what they don't want and what they can hear, where they could get anywhere else type deal. If you really want to get these placements, you really got to come in with this awesome beat ready and always be cooking. So I'm gonna make this one unique and get rid of that side one right there. So it's like a little bit, it kind of had that mustard beat. Now we're still like, there's a lot of emptiness in this mix where it's like, it's not like the chorus. I don't have that, it doesn't have that chorus punch. No, we still need it. I'm gonna add a riser. So getting SFX is another way, excuse me, to make your beat a little bit more complex. So if we move, so it's not a sound that I like yet, so that's why we're gonna keep going and look for a different one. Now that's a little bit better. So just maybe like one time, because if we did too much, it would be, if we had it more than one time, it would just be too much, you know what I mean? So we have it in a transition like that right there. Let me zoom out for you guys. So alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play this beat. Hopefully we don't get any lag. If we do, I'll just export the beat and toss it on top so you guys don't hear any clipping. So yeah, this is Andrew of Beat It AT P&P Publishing. Hopefully this was somewhat informative, or maybe you learned something. Structure wise, we didn't do a whole like actual song structure. We kind of kept it pretty simple. Just had like a transition, kind of like a ballad bridge area. Comes back into this aggression. And when you're making your beats, it's important to also keep note of your tension and the mood and the energy. So how is the energy transitioning from point A to point B? So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. This is Andrew at Beat It AT Production and Publishing, and I'll see you guys later.